So today my musing was to try to do some more paranormal investigation, or experimentation with the application I downloaded on the internet. Necrophonic is the app that I use. It is a ITC app. An ITC app slices speech into fragments, and like tuning a radio as the dial moves, short sounds play, and through scanning the environment it creates speech. ITC stands for Instrumental Transcommunication. Anyway, I thought I'd come to another cemetery, a famous cemetery in San Diego, Point Loma's Fort Rosecrans National Cemetery. Fort Rosecrans National Cemetery is on the end of Point Loma in San Diego, a veteran cemetery. And I've been here several times as a funeral director. And but I've never come here on my own time to maybe do a graveyard shifting. So my musing today is, can I do a shifting at Point Loma's Fort Rosecrans National Cemetery in San Diego? Maybe. Will I talk to anybody? I don't know. We'll find out. I remember the name of one person, a famous person, actually, who when he died, I helped his family get him buried here many years ago. And honestly, I don't remember where the grave was at, but I thought maybe I can try to reach out and see if I get any response. So I'm going to go to the cemetery here and check out their, they should have a kiosk explaining where people are, like find a grave. So I'm going to look and see. Anyway, we're driving on Cabrillo Memorial Drive. Out that way you can't see it. It is the Bay of San Diego. Over here's the ocean, you can't see it. We're on a little peninsula. There's a cemetery. The cemetery started on our left-hand side, and it's on the left and right-hand side of the peninsula here. And I'm going to be entering the cemetery in just a second here, past this person on the bicycle. And today my cameraman is my lovely wife, Patricia. So here we are entering the cemetery on the right-hand side. I'm going over here because the office is here, and I'm hoping they have a kiosk. I think they do. I've never used it, honestly, but let's go try and find out. Let's go see if they have a kiosk with find a grave. So this is Fort Rosecrans National Cemetery. It's also on the Blue Star Memorial. Alright, let's see. There's a locator inside the building. Let's try this. I don't think this is open, but I'm gonna find out. I'm parking going inside. Follow me. It's open. I can use the gravesite locator. So let me try to find the gravesite for this gentleman. See? Gravesite locator. And see? National Cemetery. Current President of the United States. Yeah? Current President of the United States. All the branches are here. Except I think the Space Command. It didn't exist back then. So let's see if I can find the person I'm looking for. Let's see here. And if I can find him, will he talk to me? Well, after we finished the kiosk at the cemetery office, I'm ready to go out and look around the cemetery here, this wonderful cemetery, and see if I can find, maybe I can find the person, the famous person who I helped lay to rest. Out there's the ocean, see? The Pacific Ocean, and some clouds. But yeah, Patricia and I are going to take a drive to the area here in the cemetery that supposedly has this famous person, and let's go see. So we're going to drive slowly through the cemetery with respect for all the men and women who have given up themselves to the United States, to our country. That over there is San Diego Bay, and the very end of Coronado, part of Coronado Island, and you can see the military helicopter right there taking off. And of course, all here in front of us is people who served in the military, or their spouses, or even some of their children, and then they passed away either during combat or after, later on in life. But every veteran that serves, who's willing to put his or her life on the line, is guaranteed a burial space at a national cemetery, as long as they are honorably discharged. And these people are all honorable people, and their spouses. So I'm gonna find out. There's a specific area in the cemetery here I want to go try to find, and then I'll pick a spot to just try to have a communication, see if I can have a conversation, maybe, with someone. We'll see.
It's impressive to see the amount of people that has passed away, but none of them are from the war.
No. And we have now arrived at the section that I need to go look at, find this grave. Hello, graveyard shifters. Yes, it's David Earl Moravee. I'm here at the gravesite of Commander Lloyd M. Booker, USS Navy. We are on the edge right here of a section of Fort Rosecrans National Cemetery. This is Fort Rosecrans. It's in San Diego. It's on the end of Point Loma. It's a peninsula right here in San Diego. And there's the bay out there, and people sailing boats out of the bay. They're going into the ocean. And this cemetery's been here for a long time, and currently it's full. It's full, folks. But 20 years ago, this gentleman passed away, and I helped his wife take care of his arrangements. And 9 years after I did that, she passed away. She's with him here in this gravesite. At this point in time, as a funeral director and a graveyard shifter, I'm just curious, because I've never done this before. Can I communicate with someone here at the National Cemetery? Maybe Commander Booker? Maybe another person? I want to find out. So let me get my equipment set up here, and let's give it a try. Let's go. So, hi to all of the, to everybody who is here at Fort Rosecrans National Cemetery, to everybody at rest here. My name is David, and I am a funeral director, and I'm also here to to say I would love to be able to talk with you if you're willing to talk with me. Love to everybody. Peace, love, and healthiness. Can anyone hear me? Is there anyone here who might remember being alive? Did I hear yes? May I get your name, sir? I'm sorry, would you repeat it again? Warren? Yeah, this little speaker, this little box is a speaker. And this little box is a speaker. It'll allow noise to come through. And this, as you talk to me, I may be able to hear you through this. If I can't hear you right now, it'll allow me to record your voice and hear you later on. Hello? Is there anybody here who would like for me to tell your family or friends a story about you or send a message? How many people are next to me right now? How many? By any chance, is Mr. Lloyd Booker here, or his beautiful wife, Rose? Rose, are you here? Look, out there in the bay. You see that? A ship coming in. Do any of you remember serving on ships like that? Do any of you remember that? Yes. I think I heard a yes there. Yes again. Rose Booker, are you here? I met you many years ago. It's been 20 years. But I helped you when Lloyd passed away. I helped you get placed here at the cemetery. Do you remember that? Mrs. Booker, if you can hear me and respond, are you and Lloyd together now? Remember the Pueblo. Is that right? Remember the Pueblo, remember? Yes, I'm David. I heard that. Was it you? Was it Rose? Was that you? I think I heard right. Mr. Booker, are you here with Rose? That was interesting. That's interesting. It sounded like somebody was, it was weird. It sounded like somebody was singing for a second there. Listen, again, it was my honor to help you and your family. And Mr. Booker, you did the right thing. So many people were against it, but I know you did the right thing. Okay? Yes, sir, you did. You did the right thing. And we thank you for your service, and thank you for protecting the lives of those crew members of yours. Thanks. You're welcome. You're welcome. Mr. Booker, now that you're here, and Mrs. Booker, are you able to leave Fort Rosecrans and go other places? You know, maybe visit family. Are you able to do that? Sound like yes. And do you still have family or friends who visit you here? Yes. Okay. Well, again, it's definitely an honor. I'm yeah. I don't know, but I heard that, but I don't know what it said. I'll go back and listen to later on. Listen, I'm still a funeral director. It's just a Saturday. I'm an old man now. My casual's on, okay? Yes, I heard that, Rose. I hope you're okay with that. But Mr. Booker and Mrs. Booker, may you both rest in peace, and thank you for everything you both had to go through together. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. Well, I'm gonna let you both go. Just want to come pay my respects. With the grace of God, someday we will all I guess meet each other again. Take care. Commander Lloyd Pete Booker was the commander of the USS Pueblo. And here's a little bit about that story and that ship.
23 January 1968. The USS Pueblo, a reconnaissance ship, sails in international waters off the North Korean coast. Without warning, the vessel is suddenly attacked, boarded, and captured. The attack claims the life of 1 U.S. seaman. 82 more are taken prisoner. These men are held for 11 grueling months and forced to endure regular beatings, torture, and use as tools of propaganda. But what made the Pueblo a target? Question still lingers, but one thing is certain. When the American flag went down on that ship, so did one of the worst intelligence losses in U.S. history. The survivors eventually emerged from the abuse and returned to the United States. But for the Pueblo herself, there would be no homecoming. She remains even now a trophy in North Korean hands.
After the loss of one crew member who died, and after 11 months of imprisonment in North Korea with lots of mental and physical abuse, the captive crew members and Commander Lloyd Pete Booker were finally allowed to leave North Korea and return home. And it was bittersweet homecoming, but for the most part, most people were very glad to see these American citizens back home. And then Commander Pete Booker did give a question and answer response.
I would think it would be appropriate for Rose to stand by me here. I have only briefly been made aware of her many efforts, together with the efforts of so many citizens of San Diego, so many personages in government who have been concerned about our welfare and about our return home. I have just a very brief, a few brief thoughts that I would like to speak to all of you who have been so marvelous to come down here and make our return to the United States even that much more glorious than I ever dreamed possible. Some 11 months ago, or thereabouts, we were unfortunate by being in the wrong place when there was just too many of them and too little of us. Records that, as they showed them, are completely doctored and have no bearing with the truth whatsoever. I don't know how many of you are familiar with being subjected to one continuous lie after another, but it was an experience that I'll have to think about for a long time in order to come to sensible conclusions, and I'll never be able to understand it. I have no further general statement to make, except I do want very much to tell the people of the United States how much the crew of Pueblo and myself had faith in them for the entirety of our detention. I had people come to me and say on so many occasions that they never really appreciated how great it was to be an American until they had the misfortune to have been captured and stuck in a country that is completely devoid of humanity, truthfulness.
Were the members of your crew physically mistreated?
Yes, sir. They were beaten on several occasions.
Commander, we heard that there was a man beaten just yesterday or the day before, very recently. Anything to that?
Last week, several members of my crew, including myself, was beaten.
What form was this, sir? How did they beat?
Physically, with fists generally, with boards and clubs at other times.
How many times during the 11 months, sir, would you estimate that you were beaten?
I was beaten less than anyone else. I don't know, sir, that I was beaten all that much. I was mostly terrified of possible beatings, and I was kept in solitary confinement during the entire 11 months. And there was many occasions when I didn't think I was going to make it. And I can't even estimate. Other than that, I was hit a few times, and I was punched around, but only with fists. I was never hit with any kind of a stick or club. But the Korean people are very effective with their. I was kicked a few times, several times. They're quite good at soccer, and they drill at this business of karate, and it's particularly when you're also looking down the barrel of a machine gun. pretty difficult to defend yourself. Or in the event some of my crew members were physically pretty well endowed, well, at the same time, there was a hell of a lot more of them than there was of us, and people would normally be beaten individually. But last week, we went through the week before last, commencing the week before last, we went through the most concentrated form of terror that I've ever seen or ever dreamed was possible. I haven't done that much traveling. I'm not professionally a espionage man or a spy man or anything, spy agent or anything like that. I'm not that well read on the subject, except for James Bond and a few of the other would-be agents. So I was not prepared mentally for the beatings that were handed out. I thought they were totally brutal, with no mercy of any kind. They were done for one purpose, and that was to terrify and terrorize people. I had about half of the crew last week beaten badly. There are still many people in the crew today who are carrying black eyes and bruised ribs. I had one man last week beaten with a 4x4. Although at the same time, I would emphasize that our life there was not made so miserable that it was unbearable. I did lose initially an awful lot of weight and got to the point where I was in danger of disappearing. In the past few months, as I personally got more used to my surroundings, I was able to put some weight back on and now feel in surprisingly good shape. I think that, well, there are many in my crew who are in very bad physical condition from a nutritional point of view. The bruises and that sort of thing, I think, are going to heal up very quickly, and I'm sure.
When graveyard shifting, you can't always hear all the answers until you go back and re-listen to things, so bear that in mind when you watch this. But Commander Booker was my main reason to be there, and his wife. But after that, I wanted to do a second session. Okay, graveyard shifters. We're in a little different spot at a cemetery. It's a big cemetery, and I'm just gonna walk around here. Hello, everybody who is here at Fort Rosecrans National Cemetery. My name is David, and I come with respect, love, and interest. Yes, my name is David. I come with interest. I'm interested in knowing if you want to. I have a way to record and hear what you're saying through this little box. It doesn't hurt. There's no harm. If you're able to use this box and talk to me, I would love to say hello to you and hear your story. So hello. My name is David. What's yours? Can you repeat that, please? Your name? I didn't hear that, but maybe I'll hear better later on. How many people, how many spirits of people are with me right now in this little area right here? Is there anyone here whose name is Cecilia? Is there a Cecilia or Cece here? Born in 1895? Anybody here? Cecilia Hackton, wife of John. Are you here? Who is here with me? I see many people around me. Many people around me. Yes? Hello? Folks, this is Fort Rosecrans National Cemetery in San Diego. What do you think about this particular cemetery? What do you think about this small piece on planet Earth? Do you like it?
She's used to.
You used to it? You think so?
Mm-hmm.
So you're used to it. Folks, I have a question for any one of you. Any one of you. If you could come back to life, would you choose to do so? No? I hear no?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why would you not want to return back to life? Do you feel better where you're at? I heard a yes. A yes again. Very light yes. That could have been Lloyd. I heard Lloyd. Maybe Lloyd Booker. Are you still with me? I think I am. Look at all the sailboats out there. Just a nice day to be on. Well, a relatively nice day to be on the bay. A little bit cloudy, yeah, a little cloudy, but not good. And so ended another graveyard shift for David, and I hope you enjoyed my video and found it interesting. And when you're in San Diego, come to Fort Rosecrans National Cemetery on the end of Point Loma. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. Watch my videos. Let me know your comments. I look forward to them. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a great day.